Hello, my name is Rechelle and I am the Marketing Officer at American Riviera Bank. And I am here today as part of the American Bankers Association's Teach Children to Save program. Normally this time of year we'd be going out to your classroom to do presentations, but since we can't do that, we're taking them online because we think that learning about saving is too important to skip. Today, we are going to learn about how money works. But before we do that, I'd like to see who we have joining us today. So if you can go ahead and type your name in the comments for me, I'd love to see you. Okay, so if you downloaded the story cards from our website, go ahead and get those out now. And if you didn't, you can download them later at www.americanrivierbank.com/TCTS. Hopefully, you've already downloaded this and cut them out. If not, just get out a pencil and we'll try and do it a different way. So the cards that you have make a story, and we're going to try and put those story cards in order. But first, let's go ahead and read them. Rick tells his mom that he needs lunch money for school. Rick goes to the cafeteria, puts in his lunch number, and receives his lunch. The mom checks her checking account balance online to make sure her pay was deposited. A busy mom goes to work each week. The lunch money is deposited into Rick's school cafeteria account. When the mom gets paid, the company deposits money into her checking account at her bank using direct deposit. Rick's mom writes a check made out to the school cafeteria. Okay, so those are the 7 cards that we're going to work with. Let's see if you can figure out the correct order for our story. If you cut your cards out, go ahead and spread them out in front of you and rearrange them so that they are in the right order. If you haven't cut out your cards, use a pencil and just write numbers on the cards to show the order. Okay, so if you think you know which card comes first, I want you to type the first 2 words of that card into the comments. For example, if you think Rick's mom writes a check made out to the school cafeteria, then I want you to type in Rick's mom into the comments. Or if you think when the mom gets paid, the company deposits money into her checking account at her bank using direct deposit is the right one, then I want you to write when the. Okay, now see if you can pick the next one and do the same thing. Just give me the first 2 words on the card that you think is the next step in our story. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and see if you can figure out the rest. Okay, So let's stop there for just a minute and we're gonna watch our story. Now don't worry if you didn't get a chance to finish, and don't worry about fixing them if you don't have them in the same order as the video. We just wanna watch the story for now, and then we'll have time to fix it afterward. A busy mom goes to work each week. When the mom gets paid, the company deposits money into her checking account at her bank using direct deposit. With direct deposit, the money goes from the company's bank account to the mom's bank account electronically. It is invisible and happens through computers. The mom checks her checking account balance online to make sure her pay was deposited. Her account balance tells her how much she has in her account. When more money is deposited, the balance goes up or increases. Rick tells his mom that he needs lunch money for school. Rick's mom writes a check made out to the school cafeteria. A check isn't real money like coins or bills, but it still has value. The amount written on the check is the amount or value that it is worth. The lunch money is deposited into Rick's school cafeteria account. Rick goes to the cafeteria, puts his lunch number in, and receives his lunch. So, the money went from the company to Mom's checking account to the cafeteria account, and Rick got lunch. Okay, now let's look at our cards again and see if we can get them in the right order. So, a busy mom goes to work each week. That was the first one. When the mom gets paid, the company deposits her money into her checking account at her bank using direct deposit. Okay. The mom checks her checking account balance online to make sure her pay was deposited. Rick tells his mom that he needs lunch money for school. Rick's mom writes a check made out to the school cafeteria. The lunch money is deposited into Rick's school cafeteria account. And the last one, Rick goes to the cafeteria, puts in his lunch number, and receives his lunch. So, in our story, where did the money start? Type your answer in the comments for me. So the money started at the company. And then it went to Mom's checking account and then ended up at the school cafeteria, right? So it started here at the company, and then when Mom gets paid, that money goes from the company to Mom's checking account. And then when Mom writes a check, that money moves from the account to the school cafeteria. Well, there are lots of ways to make money move from person to person. Some ways you can see, like cash. You can see when someone's paying you cash. But others you can't see, like credit cards or debit cards, because the money is being sent electronically. Same thing when you shop online. The money is sent electronically. So one of the jobs of a bank is to make sure that your money is secure while it is at the bank. But we also need to make sure that it is secure when it's moving from one place to another. So at a bank, armored trucks and guards keep cash safe so that that cash doesn't get taken. But it is the job of all employees at a bank to keep money safe. And that includes when money is getting moved from place to place. We do that by making sure that account balances are correct and that all money is deposited into the right accounts. Since so much of our banking is now done online, some people rarely come into a bank at all. Others still like to use cash, so they come in more often. Do your parents ever bring you to the bank? Type yes or no into the comments. So if they don't bring you into the bank, maybe ask them if you can go with them the next time that they need to go. Now, I have something special for you before we finish today. And that is, if you go to americanriverabank.com/TCTS and download the Where's the Money word find. If you complete this word find for us and then send us a picture of it to training@americanriverabank.com. So download it at americanriverabank.com/TCTS. And then you can take a picture or you can scan it to training@americanriverabank.com. We will put $2 into your savings account. So just send us a picture to training@americanriverabank.com. Thanks for letting me share with you again today. I think it's really important for everyone to understand how money works. If you've enjoyed today's lesson, I hope you will join us again next week for our last Teach Children to Save session. Bye.